This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Little John Orthodox, Bill Cram Chevrolet, DiSanto PROPANE, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies, Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, Wilson Press and Mail House, Connie's Diner, Stever's Garage and Jimmer's Auto, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Route 31 rivalry night here in the Albert S. Atwood Gymnasium, Lyons, New York. One of the greatest rivalries in all of Section 5 coming at you tonight on FingerLakes1.com as the Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagles take on the Lyons Lions. Glad you could be with us, everybody, here on a cold January night. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi.
Hey, Jim.
And Rhett is a former Lions grad and a guy that's played in this rivalry game. There's nothing like it, right?
No, not in Section 5. I don't think there is. You know, the two schools are so close together. There's so much interaction between the two schools, the kids back and forth, you know, mostly friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, I don't know if it was as much a friendly rivalry during the season, but still a great rivalry, and these guys always get up for each other, no matter what the situation with each of the teams.
And it is a friendly but bitter rivalry.
Yep.
A lot of these guys played on the same AAU team.
Exactly.
And the interesting thing is now that Darren Preston's coaching Clyde, he coached most of these Lions kids.
He coaches all these Lions kids in AAU in the spring and summer, along with the Clyde guys. And, so he's very familiar with his opponent tonight. You know, also a former Lions guy, played with him. And, you know, he takes a little bit more to heart with this rivalry, or with this game, now that, you know, he's coaching for the other side. It's a little different for him, but, you know, he brings a lot of intensity to his job.
So we got on the air a little earlier than normal tonight because that JV game flew by. We got about 3:30 left on the pregame clock as you get a look at Darren Preston right there on your screen in his second season as the Golden Eagles head coach. And I really think I was so happy to see that he got that job. I mean, I think that he certainly deserved, a varsity basketball head coaching position here.
No question. He's put in a lot of time and effort over the years with AAU, and you know, I know that's what he's wanted. You know, he inherited a team with Clyde last year after the year they had the year before, winning sectionals, and the guys that they lost, some of Cam Chance's brothers, and a few other guys that were really instrumental in their success.
And then prior to that, you're talking about Cam DiSanto, Joe Maine Bogans, and Drew Carnevale. It's been a great run for Clyde that kind of ended last season, and they went into rebuild mode.
It came into an abrupt halt, and he took a team over that, you know, the cupboard was bare, so to speak, but they really have come back. Jade McKinney's helped out, Cam Chance.
Okay, looks like we got a. There you go. So
he's he's gotten them back to a competitive team very quickly. You know, 1 year down, and they have a winning record. They've had a couple tough games recently, but they have a much better team this year than they have, and he's doing a good job, as I expected.
No, we talked a lot about Clyde, but really the favorite tonight, and a team that's not in rebuild mode despite losing Justice Smith to graduation, is Lions, and they're coached by another teammate of yours.
Yep, Dean Schott the second. He's in his second year. Had a great team last year, and he took them to a sectional title. They're on a run right now of 2, and looking very strong this year again in Class C too. And you know, his talent pool just seems to reload. It never seems to go dry. Every now and then. But this Route 31 rivalry, there's a lot of talented basketball players, and Lions definitely has their share of them this year.
And the Lions JV team had an easy win tonight. Close in the first half. They really pulled away in the second half. So Lions comes in at 8-1. Their lone loss came last Thursday night on Finger Lakes 1 to North Star Christian. And in that game, Tootie Smith hurt his ankle. And he's not playing tonight. Yeah,
I talked to Coach Schott today, and it's ankle foot. He's not really. They're not really sure.
His left foot is in a boot, but the other night he sprained his right ankle.
But so he's got issues with both feet, ankle, and Coach is thinking he might be out for a little bit of an extended period. So that changes the dynamic of this game for sure.
Yeah, and I was joking with Coach Preston before the game. I said, well, now that Tootie's out, Cam's definitely the best athlete on the court, and he laughed. He said Cam was the best athlete anyway. So
yeah,
we had some fun with that preseason. I mentioned on the Upstate Hoops podcast that Tootie was the best athlete in Wayne County, and then Cam, of course, took some offense to that. And it's true; those guys are pretty athletic,
very even.
And lucky enough, we get to watch Cam tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very even, and Coach Preston today was also saying that same thing. He definitely is a big fan of Cam Chance.
So Clyde comes into the game at 5-3, a real encouraging start to the season. They won their first 4 games, including a 74-71 win at home against C.G. Finney, the team that has ninth grader Marcus Robinson, who scored 65 points the other night.
Tied the record for single game in Section 5, right?
Yeah, so that's a quality win. But then you look at what they've done since.
Yep.
They lost to Sodus.
Yep.
They beat Williamson, then they lost to East Rochester in a game that Jaden McKinney did not play. Right. Cam Chance had 38 points that game. And then they lost to Gananda in a game you heard on Finger Lakes 1 radio earlier this week, 63-57. So a chance to get back on track for Clyde. But more importantly in this game, as we get ready for the national anthem, it's the rivalry and who's going to have bragging rights. So we're going to step aside here for the national anthem. When we come back, we should be about ready for basketball.
At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1.
DiSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DiSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. DiSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DiSanto Propane.
Generations Bank is celebrating 150 years of serving and supporting our hometowns. Visit mygenbank.com for the best choices in checking, savings, home equities, mortgages, and much more. Generations has been the Finger Lakes Bank since 1870. Generations Bank, member FDIC.
Yeah, she's a regular.
Yeah, so welcome back inside the Atwood. We just missed Haley DiSanto singing the national anthem. I was told it was going to be a recorded version tonight, so we went to break, but we've certainly have had her on Finger Lakes 1. She does an excellent job. So starting lineups being announced here now. We still are 6 minutes short of 7:30, our normal tip time for these Section 5 games. And starting for Clyde-Savannah, it will be Andrew D'Amato. He's just a sophomore. Colin Maddox, Stephen Dunn, and then you got Jaden McKinney and, of course, Cam Chance. McKinney and Chance are going to be relied upon for much of the scoring tonight for the Lyons Lions. Nate Henry getting the start in place of Justin Smith tonight, who's out with a foot injury. Horace Betts, J.C. Walker, the outstanding freshman, who was our Chichinos player of the game last time we were here. As you see him getting announced and coming out. Amir James and Benji Bad Company Kemp. So you can see they're short Justin Smith, but still a ton of talent on this Lions lineup.
A lot of talent, but I will say, I think, from what I heard from Coach Schott, J.C. Walker's had a bit of the flu the last couple days, so we'll see how that affects his play tonight. This could be a really good opportunity for Clyde to potentially grab one here tonight.
And, right now, Lions just one game clear of Gananda in the Wayne County standings. They already have beaten Gananda, and they'll play again. So,
yeah, Lions. They did go out of league to play at Utica. They played Marcus Whitman. Didn't have much trouble here at the Atwood with Marcus Whitman. I'll be interested to see how it goes up there in a couple weeks when they go back there.
Sure.
1 point win against Utica a few weeks ago over the break as well, and then the North Star game where they were a little bit hindered by not having Tootie second half of that game.
Well, glad you could be with us here on FingerLakes1.com. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi, Jason Hunt producing tonight's broadcast. The images brought to you from our ace cameraman, Jeremy Hunt. We get about ready for basketball. Clyde in their away solid purples. Look like new unis this year. Lions in their home whites. It's going to be Cam Chance jumping against Benji Kemp. And we are underway. As it goes to Horace Betts, and he gets the Lions on the board right off the bat.
Easy tip for Benji Kemp, and they come out and press.
Going to see a lot of full court pressure from Lions today. And you talking to Coach Preston, Rhett, you said he wants to try to slow it down a little bit. Absolutely.
He's got to use basically all the shot clock. He's going to try and slow it down as much as he can. They really have to control the boards and limit Lions' second chance opportunities as well.
And how about a second chance opportunity for Cam Chance? He's on the board. He had 38 points on December 19th against East Rochester in a loss. And, one thing I'm noticing, too, about this Clyde team is that Jaden McKinney has certainly put on some weight and some height since we saw him last year.
He definitely has. I think he's grown about 4 inches, it seems like. He's much bigger.
And, my goodness, Cam Chance is just jacked.
Yeah, he's an athlete in every sense of the way.
Wow, right over Benji Kemp, and they call an offensive foul. I don't think they're going to count the bucket.
And that was close. Benji stepped in there, but I like Cam's aggressiveness, taking it right to these guys, without Tootie on the floor. If they get a Horace or Benji or JC in foul trouble, be big problems for Lions.
So first foul on Cam Chance, first team foul on Clyde, and here comes a three from Amir James, no good. Up for the rebound is Steve Dunn, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Lions.
And one thing you'll see out of Clyde probably all game is to just pack it in 2-3 zone and force Lions to take some outside shots.
There's Nate Henry pulling up and not getting the roll. They're going to give Cam Chance his second foul. Looks like he pushed off.
That's going to be a big problem for Clyde if he's got to come out of the game this early.
So we're 1 minute and 25 seconds into things here, and Cam Chance picked up his second foul, and Coach Preston's leaving him in there as Amir James tries again from three, doesn't get the roll. Here comes Cam the other way. Out of the pack, and they're going to call a carry, so a lot of whistles related to Cam Chance. I noticed, Rhett, that Cam's got the SpongeBob Nikes on.
Yeah, he's just, he looks a lot, my daughter has those. And
so
doesn't your daughter have those?
Yeah.
It's a very popular shoe this year.
So Amir James now up top to Horace Betts over to Nate Henry.
Clyde's 2-3 very active tonight.
James picks up his dribble. Back to James into Benji Kemp. Kemp tries to take it to the basket, kicks it out to Henry for three. Can't get the roll. And a nice rebound by Colin Maddox.
Throws it away.
But he threw it away, so 2-2 here early.
Little nerves early for Clyde, it looks like. And Lions has already taken 3 3-pointers.
What an atmosphere here tonight in the Atwood Gym. Small court, tight confines, historic, and just about filled to capacity tonight.
Always warm in the Atwood.
Now they're going to say that the freshman J.C. Walker shuffled his feet. So now more full court pressure from Lions. Tough spot to inbound. They do get it up to Cam. He's going to slow it up.
Yeah, they immediately pull it right back.
And he might have had numbers there, but you can tell that Coach Preston wants to slow down the pace here.
Absolutely.
Steve Dunn now kicks it to the corner to... Oh, it's a steal by the freshman. Walker up ahead, and he lays it up and in.
Well, he might have saw a dunk there. I think he's conserving all his energy he can.
And now here comes McKinney into Benji Kemp. This time it's a block on Benji. And they're going to say it's shooting.
I think that early foul there, I think we might have a chance for one and McKinney for one. I'm not sure.
First free throw is in and out. Some of these numbers aren't matching what was on the roster. I think these are, I don't know how new these unis are, but McKinney gets the roll on the second free throw. And it's a 1-point ball game. 5:30 to go here, first period. Horace Betts swings it over to James, quickly back to Kemp. Now Betts again lets a little runner go. Can't get it to go, but up big for the rebound was Walker, but he got out-muscled by McKinney.
Yeah, Lions has to focus on really moving the ball around quickly to find the open seams in the zone.
Yeah, Clyde really taking the air out of the ball here. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Now McKinney tries a 3-ball too hard, and Henry couldn't come down with it. And we're going to have a travel on Colin Maddox, who shuffled his feet after coming down with it. So we want to thank our sponsors for making games like tonight's game possible. Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, Bill Cram Chevrolet, and DiSanto Propane, and a host of others that we'll be mentioning throughout the evening. J.C. Walker rises, fires, too strong.
And Cam Chance did come out of the game.
Steve Dunn down with the rebound. And now McKinney with a nice feed, but Maddox couldn't handle it. Now back up top. And yeah, these numbers we have on the roster don't match anybody.
Looks like these might be brand new uniforms today.
And now a steal from Amir James, and McKinney hangs, Amir James hangs and lets McKinney clear. And Amir puts it in, 6-3.
Lions' best defender, Amir James. He's always in the grill of the opponent, and he really makes things difficult for their guards.
Oh, almost another steal, and it's a turnover.
There's that heavy Lions pressure. Full court or half court man-to-man there.
As we get a look here at that steal by James, and then the presence of mind to just hold off for half a second to let McKinney clear, and he finishes with a kiss. Now James tries a 3-ball.
That'll really open things up for Lions if they can hit some threes tonight.
And it's 9-3, and despite those 2 fouls, I just don't think that Clyde can go too long without Cam Chance in the lineup, as the Lions are already coming back the other way. It's James again, leaves it for Henry, who lays it up and in.
Now we're going to get a timeout here.
We got
Clyde.
a timeout on the court. Give me a chance to tell you about Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Visit them online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And Stever's Garage and Jimmer's Auto, used car inventory available at jimmersauto.com, and give them a call for service. Stever's Garage, strong supporters of youth athletics and high school athletics for over 50 years. As a matter of fact, if you ever played Little League Baseball in Seneca Falls, there's a good chance you could have played for or against the Stever's Garage team.
Yeah, Jimmer's coached his fair share of teams over the course of the years. Between baseball and lacrosse, he's been a busy guy.
So a hot start for Lions.
The pressure here on Clyde-Savannah without Cam Chance in the lineup could definitely push this lead a little further if they don't be careful.
So now McKinney handling the ball.
It's like Petty came into the game, and Barber also for Lions.
And there's a steal from Petty, and he leaves it for James, and it's Kemp finishing, and more full court pressure. I was really impressed with Jarrell Petty's man-to-man defense in the game against North Star Christian. And now he's guarding McKinney, and now a jump shot from the top of the key. No good. Rebound by Barber. Outlet to Betts, and now, nice little fake 3 from Amir James, and a double clutch shot by Betts. And Cam Chance is at the scorer's table ready to check in as we get a look here at the steal by Petty, and the nice find for James, who, geez, it looked like he might have traveled.
I think the officials might have missed that one on Amir James, but he left it off for Benji Kemp, and they got another layup out of it.
Betts misses the first, and Cam Chance is back into the ball game. Gonna have to be careful with those 2 fouls.
It's like Benji Kemp getting a break. Burks went in for him, Von Derek Burks.
Second free throw up and in. Betts has 3 points, and it's a 11-point lead with 2:51 to go here, first period. Lions backs off the pressure a bit. Now McKinney splits the top of that zone and takes it to the rim. and he's fouled. And that foul is going to go to Jarrell Petty. And McKinney will shoot 2.
Yeah, really for Clyde tonight, their best chances, they've got to get the ball to the rim. They've got to, I don't know if pulling the ball out and trying for, run the shot clock down. I know they don't want to get into a track meet with Lions per se, but they've really got to look to get to the basket. And Cam Chance and McKinney give them the best opportunity for that.
And Cam's got to be on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. McKinney's been aggressive so far the first half, though. I like what he's done.
He's 3 of 4 from the line, accounting for more than half of Clyde's points so far. It's 14-5, 2:36 to go first period, and almost a steal from McKinney. Now in the corner comes Petty, has it slapped away and off the hands of Steve Dunn and out of bounds.
I played here a long time ago, but you really don't realize how small this court really is and how little room there is. When they put this pressure on, it makes it really difficult.
James, a long 3, top of the key is off. And an offensive rebound from Barber. James thought about it again. Said he pulls up and leaves for Barber. Back to James. This time he lets fire. No good. And McKinney with the rebound. Looking up ahead. He's taking it to the basket. Hangs and gets the roll. And McKinney putting a little push on for the Lions. It's 14-7.
Very aggressive for McKinney coming out. Like he's got the ball high at the middle and he's taking it right through the defense.
Barber tries a 3, no good. And nice strong rebound from Colin Maddox. Up ahead it goes, and layup is no good. It would have been a 6-0 run. Blows the wide open layup. Here comes Lions the other way. Looks like steps. Yep.
Looks like Cam Chance is coming back out. He's going to try and limit his potential for fouls.
14-7, 1:41 to go first period here in Lions on a Thursday night. Tomorrow night we'll be live from Newark High School, just down the road, where the Geneva Panthers will be in town to take on the Reds. As McKinney lets a 3-ball go. And nothing doing now. Baseball pass up ahead to Amir James. Gets it out top to Barber. Nice no-look inside to Kemp, but it's blocked out of bounds by McKinney.
McKinney's been all over the place tonight. He's keeping these guys in the game. Offense and defense, he's doing it all for Clyde tonight.
And Connor Bastian just checked into the ballgame for Amir James.
I know him a little bit.
Hey, see him at your family reunions. Nephew?
Yep.
Benji goes underneath with a scoop shot, but he's fouled by Maddox. As we get a look at the replay here. Oh, that no-look pass, and then the big block by McKinney. So Von Derek Burks heads to the free throw line. Lions hasn't scored in about the last minute and a half, and they still haven't.
Outside shooting and foul shooting for Lions has been a little bit of a struggle for them this year. So
misses them both, but nobody on the boards for the Golden Eagles, and Lions will get another possession. Inside to Burks, who's fouled. He'll head back to the free throw line.
And rebounding
I know they're going to say that was just knocked out of bounds. It's going to be inbounded underneath the basket, no foul.
Rebounding hasn't been a problem for them this year. And
again, Cam Chance on the bench with 2 fouls. 1:03 left first period. Barber rises, fires, and hits. Chatez. Barber snaps a 4-0 Clyde run, and it's 16-7. We're inside a minute here at the Atwood first period. Connor Bastian guards the ball handler top of the key. And the jump shot from Dunn is no good. Another rebound for Lions. So not many second opportunities for Clyde tonight. And now a deep 3, no good, from Jarrell Petty. And now we got a foul on Lions.
Like to see Lions look inside a little bit more than they have. They definitely settle for the threes. They're doing that tonight.
See, they got Connor Bastian with his first foul. He's riding the ball handler down the court. Now a corner 3-ball on the way, no good. And there's an offensive rebound. But can't put it back up. Another chance. They swing it to McKinney. 3-ball from McKinney.
He got it.
Down. So Jaden McKinney with 8 of Lions, 10 points, and the 3-ball at the buzzer from Betts is no good. So after 1 period of play here in a packed Atwood Gymnasium, your score, Clyde-Savannah 16, Lions 16, Clyde-Savannah 10. We'll be back with second quarter action after this.
Generations Bank is celebrating 150 years of serving and supporting our hometowns. Visit mygenbank.com for the best choices in checking, savings, home equities, mortgages, and much more. Generations has been the Finger Lakes Bank since 1870. Generations Bank, member FDIC. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com, supporting high school athletes for the past 50 years. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
And we're back. Second quarter action just underway. Just took a run over to the scorer's table. Got some clarification on some of these player numbers. That's Noah Rattray with a basketball. And over to McKinney. And Cam Chance still on the bench with 2 fouls here. It's a 6-point game, and we have a timeout, Coach Preston. So don't like to see a timeout so quick after the quarter break, but Coach Preston obviously saw something he didn't like.
He definitely didn't like what he saw out there. And he, for them to be down only 6 with Cam Chance basically playing 2 minutes in the first half thus far, testament to their work on the boards. They have been getting second chance opportunities, and McKinney is stepped up for them.
I want to recognize a couple more sponsors here, like Brad Van Dusen Photography. I got to tell you something. Brad's at all the Minders games, taking pictures of the kids, a lot of Bloomfield games, a lot of Waterloo games,
right.
Wedding portraits, senior portraits. And I found a picture he took of my daughter, so I purchased it off his website at bvdsports.com and got it ordered a poster size
did you get a poster?
version for her room.
There you go.
For Christmas. So check them out at bvdsports.com. Brad Van Dusen Photography, one of our great sponsors that make broadcasts like these possible. As McKinney inbounds and Cam Chance remains on the bench, sitting between Darren Preston and Clyde Athletic Director Larry Lang. Or is that Larry Lang over there?
Yeah, he's also the JV coach for Clyde. So careless double dribble by McKinney there.
Wow, he whips it to Walker at the free throw line. Nice ball movement by Clyde. Benji Kemp gives up the layup and kicks it out to Amir James, who knocks down a long 2-pointer.
That's a little better ball movement from Lions, not necessarily looking to just take that first 3-pointer.
Amir James with 7 as McKinney falls and is foul travel. They're going to call it travel. Could have been a Benji Kemp's second foul, but instead they called steps.
Jaden just has to watch himself and be a little more careful with the basketball, and James just threw the ball away, so back to Clyde.
So both these schools, C2 schools this year,
Yeah.
So they would have to go through each other on the route to the Blue Cross Arena, or at the Blue Cross Arena, if you can imagine that. Clyde and Lions at the Blue Cross. It's a possibility this year. I think Clyde's got a little ways to go. And Lions has some improvement to do as well, I think, although I'd say they're, as McKinney rises and fires, I'd say they're prohibitive favorites right now in C2.
You would think so in C2. The Wayne County League, there's a few teams that'll give them a good game. This Clyde team will, as well as ER and Gananda. Like as you said, Gananda's only a game back.
Coach Preston's hot. Did not like that call. The foul goes to Noah Rattray, just his first. Top of the key, Benji Kemp leaves for James. James had the 7 points so far in the night. Corner 3, no good, but rebounded by Nate Henry in traffic.
They gotta get the ball to Kemp. He's got a mismatch right there.
Henry tries a three, rebound off of Kemp's hands, and yeah, Benji Kemp, the lone senior on this roster.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that as long as some of these guys have been playing for them, there's only one senior on the team.
Well, they tried to go long, but that pass was well short. Now JC Walker hangs in the paint and can't finish. He'll go shoot some free throws. So JC Walker, maybe as we take a look at some of the games around the Finger Lakes tonight on the boys' side, and then of course tomorrow night that Geneva Newark game.
That'll be a great matchup, those two teams.
As Walker misses the front end.
Very athletic teams in both Geneva and Newark.
So here in Lyons, I see we had Damon Hunter, Justice Smith. Is Walker the next in line? Is that too much to expect too early from the freshman?
He showed signs of it for sure. I mean, he's a great talent. He's a big man as of now. So it's a little different than Damon and Justice, both being point guards. But we'll see. I like his potential for sure.
Now Cam Chance back in the ball game with the basketball. Drives right side, hangs, and can't get the roll, but he'll head to the free throw line with 6:13 to go in the half.
And you can see when Cam has the ball, he can get to the basket pretty much anytime he wants to.
So that is the first foul on J.C. Walker, and now Chance gets his first point since the first basket of the game, and he has 3, and Clyde pulls to within 6. So I gotta say, with Chance sitting out most of the game so far, for Clyde to be within 6 is pretty fortunate.
Absolutely, they've dodged a few here early on, and I think Lyons just needs to keep working the ball to the middle to Walker and Kemp.
There's Kemp with it on the block. Kicks it out to Amir James. Corner. 3 is down.
In-out game worked well on that one. Amir James with his second 3, I believe.
Second 3 of the game. 10 points on the evening. Cam Chance gets it off to Steve Dunn. Dunn whips it over to Cam, guarded by Amir James, and Cam rises, fires a little, and hits. Nice pull-up there by number 1. Cam Chance.
A little bit of size mismatch there. Cam rolls up over Amir.
That lead stays at 6. Walker rises from the free throw line and knocks it down.
And that's really, one of the best options for Lyons right now is getting J.C. Walker the ball at the high post against his 2-3 zone.
If he can hit that shot, he's going to be really tough to stop. So now Clyde again slowing it down just a touch. 20 to shoot, 4:58 in the half. And here comes Cam Chance, hangs, and again he's fouled. Can't get it to go. He'll head to the free throw line. Looks like they might have got Benji. If they did, that's number 2.
No, Amir. They got Amir on that one.
Here's a look at Chance get into the rim. This was actually the pull-up that he hit. So first foul on Amir James. Chance knocks down the free throw for his 6th point.
And James is a great defensive talent, but I'm a little surprised that they don't have Horace Betts on Cam at this point.
Pair of free throws, and the lead's at 6. Horace Betts, the 4th, with the basketball. Over to James. Nice feed for Kemp, who gives it up to Walker. I would have liked to see Benji maybe shoot that one. Had a clear path to the basket. Instead, James now drives. Little up and under and in. Acrobatic move from Amir James.
He and Cam Chance have a little duel going right now.
12 points for James. They're going to say over and back. Amir James forced the error with the pressure near midcourt.
Little gamble by James. I thought he got beat on that, but it ended up paying off over and back.
Jotez Barber checking back in for Nathaniel Henry. Jim Sinicropi and Rhett Ticconi here at the Atwood Gymnasium. No better place to be when Clyde's in town as Kemp misses again. This time Chance pulls it down up ahead. He's got numbers. He hangs and can't get it to go. And J.C. Walker, good job of running the court to grab that rebound.
James stepped in there and just.
Barber baseline drive, lost it, and jump ball. If you're in Seneca Falls, be sure to stop by Red's Place where they have the best lunch in town. Here's a turnover and a finger roll, no good. Foul on Amir James. That'll be the second on Amir.
Yeah, Amir, a little jab step fake down here, and they inbounded it to him, and he wasn't there. Led to a little fast break for Clyde.
Then after lunch at Red's Place, you can head across the canal in Seneca Falls to Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies, where you can browse their selection at ferraralumber.com. Great place to stop in if you're planning your next home remodeling project. You've done a few of those.
A little bit here and there.
The house.
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
I think you had a nice deck put on last summer, right?
Yeah.
Was that last summer?
I did, and I did get the lumber from Ferrara.
Delivered?
Yes, absolutely. The only way to do it.
So Steve Dunn tries to get that lead back down to 6, and he does. So it's been hanging around 6 much of this second quarter. Is Walker up top, bounce pass over to Petty, and now that's Benji Kemp kicking it to the corner to Barber, who lets a 3-ball go in and out, and great muscled up rebound by Walker. Here he goes again, and this time he's fouled finally. So Walker just really active on the glass there. He'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, the key for Lions is definitely get the ball into Benji Kemp and J.C. Walker. Their size advantage down there. Athleticism is a little bit of an advantage over Clyde-Savannah's size.
Second foul on Colin Maddox, and nice form from the freshman, who now has 6 points. And he makes the second. So lead balloons now up to 8. 3:23 to go. And more full court pressure from the Lions. It's fun to me just looking across and seeing Darren Preston and Dean Schott on the bench. Right? You know, you go back 2 years, it was Tim Jackson and Zach Young.
Exactly. And
oh, wow. McKinney kind of scared Petty there, who tried to
little overpass, and I think
yeah.
he wanted to go up with it, and then I think he thought better of it, but there was nobody there.
But they retained possession. Benji was posted up, but now it's going to be Betts for 3 from the corner. Horace with 6. Biggest lead of the game for Lions at 11. It matches the biggest lead as Cam Chance heads to the rim. Offensive foul. Benji Kemp slid in, number 3 on Chance. And that might be the last we see of Cam this half.
And we're in a little bit of a dangerous area for Clyde-Savannah right now. Chance going to the bench. The lead's 11, and Lions is looking for more.
And Coach Preston's letting Cam hear it on the bench. And now Walker up and under, can't get it to go. Rebound corralled by Steve Dunn. And now McKinney into the paint, tries to dish it down for Maddox, who gets the roll. Big bucket for Clyde to get that lead under 10. Betts the other way, hangs off the back iron and gets it down. So Horace Betts with 5 straight points for Lions. 8 on the evening, and a steal. Barber to Walker. Foul line jumper, no good. Ripped down by Rattray. Now Rattray pushes up ahead. Tried to leave it for his teammate. Now into the corner for 3. Steve Dunn. And just like that, lead down to 8. Looking for a stop. Zone defense. Walker back out to Betts. Betts shuffled his feet.
And just when you think Lyons is about to put this game away or expand that lead, Clyde comes right back with a couple baskets by Steve Dunn.
See a lot of careless turnovers tonight, both sides of the ball.
Both sides, yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's the game, the intensity of this game, and brings out a little bit, maybe some nervousness out both sides.
I tell you, pretty subdued crowd for a full house at the Atwood. And Clyde's been hanging around.
Absolutely.
Leads at 8 now. Chance to get it back down to 6. McKinney spins, goes up over Benji and traveled. Yeah, out of control. Great defense by Benji. He didn't contest the shot other than just holding his ground.
Yeah, didn't leave his feet. And McKinney, trying to, I think he's trying to do everything at this point without Cam Chance on the floor.
1:20 left in the half. Stay tuned for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report as Kemp foul going to the basket, where I'll have Caitlin McDonald from the Lions girls team along with Taylor Sharp, or Caitlin McDonald from the Lions girls team, Taylor Sharp from the Clyde girls team. Last night, the Lady Lions beat the Lady Golden Eagles 60-56, and we'll talk to them about that game. And congratulations to Taylor Sharp, who scored her 1,000th point last night.
What year is she?
Well, we'll find out at halftime.
Well, that's impressive, is what I was getting at. Yeah,
I think she's a senior. Seems like she's been there forever. But
yeah. I remember calling a game a couple years ago, Clyde Lions girls, when they had the doubleheader.
Yep.
She played quite well then, obviously.
I wish they do that more often. Get 2 for 1. Red Trey, a little lefty hanger, no good. Rebounded by Kemp. The lead's at 9, looking to get back up to double digits. Tried to thread the needle, did Petty. Instead threw it away. And we got 57.9 left, first period. See if Clyde can end on a little bit of a run here. Actually, it's going to be out of bounds, staying with Clyde.
Well, I think at halftime when Coach Preston goes into the locker room, if he can keep this under a dozen points, he'll take that with Cam Chance being on the bench.
Not where you want the ball. Yeah, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. They might get a timeout. Jump ball, stay with Clyde. So, might have been better off just letting Clyde have it. They're about to get a 10-second call.
Yeah, right.
Instead, they're going to lose possession. Actually, they'll have possession at halftime. Or second half, it should go back to Lions.
That far corner of the court here at the Atwoods, about as bad a spot as you could possibly want to inbound the ball.
In all of basketball, period.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tight confines here at the Atwood. Up ahead to Rattray. Kemp's waiting for him, so he pulls up and can't hit. Now with 41 seconds left, Lions coming the other way. Bets to Barber. Barber into the lane, and he lays it up and in.
And that's really what Lions has to do. They have to get the ball inside and attack the basket. They've hit a couple threes tonight, but most of their success has been from inside.
11 points matches the biggest lead of the game for Clyde. 21 seconds left. Shot clock's off. Baseline jumper from Tanner Brown. He should have just taken the clear path to the basket. Instead, it's Petty missing the layup, but good job by Barber running the court. I don't know where the Golden Eagles were on that one. Another steal now with 2 seconds left. 3 ball on the wave on Derek Burke, in and out.
Yeah, halftime can't come soon enough for Clyde-Savannah. I think Jaden McKinney's about out of gas.
So biggest lead of the night for Clyde-Savannah, or for Lions, your score at halftime, 37-24. We'll be back with the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report right after this on FingerLakes1.com.
This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Ticconi's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 23 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine-in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Ticconi's.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. For your life, home, auto, and future. Whether it's your first car, second home, or third child, the experienced professionals at Finger Lakes Partners can recommend the coverage that best utilizes and protects your assets. With offices in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo, and online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Since 1937, the difference has been DiSanto Propane. 4 generations strong, DiSanto Propane is a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DiSantoPropane.com or call 1-800-752-4574 and look for DiSanto Propane on Facebook. Ferrara Lumber has been locally owned for 3 generations and is more than just a lumber and building supplier. Stop in on Baird Street in Seneca Falls to browse their full section of power tools, hardware, lawn and garden, painting, and plumbing supplies, and talk to their experienced staff before planning your next home improvement project. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 43 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Legendary soups, wraps, salads, and the best burgers in town. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house. Specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs, call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardazola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. And FingerLakes1.com digital marketing, website development, hosting, multimedia production, and home of the most popular website and mobile app in the Finger Lakes. Help FingerLakes1.com bring you more great live local sports coverage by becoming a supporter at patreon.com/FL1.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back inside the Atwood Gymnasium. Your score at halftime, Lions 37, Clyde 24. It's a Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report, and I'm joined here in the broadcast booth with a pair of basketball players who are familiar with the Clyde Lions rivalry. To my right, I have Caitlin McDonald. She's a sophomore at Lions. Last night, Lions defeated, if I just grab this, Clyde 60-56. Was that game over in Clyde?
Yeah.
And then to my left, I have Taylor Sharp, senior at Clyde. And Taylor, congratulations. Last night you scored your 1,000th career point.
Thank you.
What do you think about 1,000 points? Did you ever think that you'd score 1,000 points?
Well, I'd hope so. I worked hard for it.
That was something that you had on your radar heading into this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you did it pretty early. You have more points to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations. That's a great accomplishment. And Caitlin is a sophomore, maybe get to 1,000 over the next couple of years?
I hope so.
So, tell me a little bit about the game last night. 60-56. It sounds like a great game. Your program is on the rise. Throughout your career, I think every year you've gotten a little bit better. Yeah. And Lions the past couple of years has been outstanding. And so to me, both these programs are on the rise. You both have a shot at sectionals this year. So tell me a little bit about how the game went last night, Caitlin.
So we ended up in overtime. It was back and forth the whole game, up, down. Both teams played hard.
And was there any shots at the end of regulation to tie it, or any missed shots that could have won it?
Free throws.
Free throws, huh?
We missed 19.
19 free throws, wow. And so obviously in a 4-point overtime loss, you just need a couple more of those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Newark found that out. The Newark boys last night, they beat Pelmac, but they were 12 of 31 from the free throw line. So they call them free throws for a reason, right? Yeah. So, Caitlin, tell me a little bit about your team. Coach Bassett, talk about some of the girls on your team. I've just been impressed with the improvement over the past couple of years of the Lions girls team.
Yeah, we're young, small. Coach likes to say a third quarter team. Mm-hmm. We don't start playing to our potential until later in the game. A lot of missed open layups. We're a strong team. I believe we could do much better.
So Caitlin Crago, Blaisdell, Latavia. Who else?
Amani Harder.
Yeah, that's another name we see a lot. So it's a good group, and you've been together for some time now.
Yeah, we played together for a while.
Now, same thing with Clyde. Like, I think this year is certainly a breakthrough year. Now, you got a youngster on your team who's really been making a difference, right?
Jada Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jada, what did she have last night?
29.
29 points, and she's a freshman?
Yeah.
Is that right?
They're all freshmen, pretty much.
And then you're the elder statesman, right? Yeah. So as a senior, you have any plans next year?
I'm not sure yet. I plan to go to college. I don't know where yet.
Any interest in any athletics or profession?
Yeah. There's a few that want me for basketball, one for track.
Okay. And what about as a course of study? And what do you want? Nursing?
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty cool. You thought about what you want to do after high school?
Yeah. I want to go to UNLV.
UNLV? Yeah. Running Rebels?
Yep. And nursing or criminal justice.
Oh, wow. Well, most sophomores don't have such a clear idea of what they want to do at this age. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
So, we got to probably step aside for a commercial before we come back with the second half. Want to thank both you girls for stopping over, and congratulations on the great season you guys are having. But before we go real quick, tell me who the best player that you face in Wayne County.
Izzy
Wilbur?
Yeah, Izzy Wilbur.
Well, I figured that might be the answer there.
We'll have her tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night in Red Creek or here in the Atwood?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
They're in first place right now. So, but you guys, I think, are in second place.
We moved up?
I think so.
That's good.
So, well, girls, again, thanks. Taylor, congratulations. Kevin Sharp is your uncle?
Yep.
Wow, so that must be where you get all those skills from. Kevin Sharp, right?
Yeah.
Caitlin, thank you. Congratulations the rest of the way. So we'll step aside. Rhett Ticconi will be with me when we get back on the other side. Second half action straight ahead from the Atwood here on FingerLakes1.com.
At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1.
DiSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DiSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. DiSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DiSanto Propane.
Generations Bank has celebrated 150 years of serving and supporting our hometowns. Visit mygenbank.com for the best choices in checking, savings, home equities, mortgages, and much more. Generations has been the Finger Lakes Bank since 1870. Generations Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back. Third quarter action just underway. Lions started with the basketball, had a turnover. Cam Chance missed a foul line jumper, but offensive rebound kept the basketball with the Golden Eagles, but turnover now heading back to Lions. So Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi, and Rhett, it's a 13-point Lions lead with Cam Chance on the court with 3 fouls. As
you know, Jim, one thing to notice too, that when he went out, Clyde is only playing with 7 guys.
Yeah,
they only have 2 subs tonight.
We never even mentioned that. As Benji Kemp goes up and scores for his 5th point. Run through the scoring real quick here. First half, it was Amir James leading all scorers with 12. J.C. Walker with 7. Horace Betts with 8. Jatez Barber with 6. Benji Kemp with 3. Now has 5 as Cam Chance rises and fires and misses. Rebound by Walker. Nate Henry with 2 for Lions. For Clyde, it was Jaden McKinney with 10. Steve Dunn with 5. Cam Chance with 7. And Colin Maddox with 2. Now Amir James for 3. He's got 2 in the first half. Misses that one. And battle for the rebound on the baseline. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Clyde basketball. More first full court pressure coming from Lions.
Yeah, when Chance or McKinney have the ball up top, I mean, they're really at a disadvantage down low for second chance opportunities. So it's a one and done scenario for Clyde right now.
And now back to the basket as McKinney tries to work on the freshman Walker. Instead kicks it out to Maddox, who misses the jumper. Up ahead, it's Benji. Bad company. Kemp with the lay, and he wanted the foul too, but 4 points in the third quarter for Benji, accounting for all the scoring in the second half so far, and we got a timeout on the court.
Nice rebound by J.C. Walker and a good outlet pass to Benji Kemp. It takes about 2 dribbles to get down court.
That would be Tyler Reynolds and Nate McKenna from Wayne came up to check out the Clyde Lions game here.
Little Wayne County action they're taking in, huh?
Now they beat Waterloo on Tuesday night. We get a look at the Wayne County standings here. Lions 1 game clear of Gananda, East Rochester, and so does 2 games back. And there's Clyde way back at 1-3 in the league. 3-5 are 3.5 games back. 4-3 overall though.
Yeah, Gananda keeping pace. It'll be look like maybe it'll be a 2-horse race at the end of this Wayne County campaign this year.
I love that backcourt of Gabbard and Bronco, but I just don't think they have the size or the athleticism to match this Lions team as McKinney takes it to the rack for his 12th point.
Did Lions already go to Gananda, or was that here?
Geez, I want to say it was at Gananda, but I'm not. Well, actually, I can probably check that out here. Yeah, it was at Gananda. It was an 80-53 win, so it wasn't even close.
Gananda coming here. That might be another more of the same. But Lions goes to Whitman as well. They have a home and home with Whitman this year.
And we'll have that game on Finger Lakes 1. Looking forward to it. They took care of them here in the Atwood, but for any team to come in here to the Atwood is
a little daunting.
Yeah, it would be fun to see that game as McKinney, second chance, up and in. So you got Benji with 4 in the second half. You got McKinney with 4 in the second half, and the lead's at 13, just like it was when we took the halftime break. And now J.C. Walker in traffic. Kemp with a rebound, up and in, and the foul.
Cam Chance with another foul.
If this Lions team is going to be elite sectional championship caliber squad, then Benji Kemp's got to play, I think, like he's played so far in the third quarter.
Absolutely. He with him having a couple of great games in both of their sectional championships the last 2 years, he's proven every year that he's one of the guys that they really rely on when it comes down to tough defense, rebounding. He's their guy.
No mustache this year. He used to have a great stash. He shaved it. Knocks down the free throw for his 10th point on the night, 7th in the third quarter, and Rattray lets one go, and J.C. Walker just pulls down the rebound over the top of him. We got a foul.
Chance on the bench again. They're just struggling to get rebounds, and after one miss, no chance for any second chance points right now.
And no chance for any Camden chance points when he's on the bench.
That's true.
44-28, 5 minutes to go here, third period. Jim Sinicropi, Rhett Ticconi, courtside here at the Atwood.
Looks like Clyde a little bit more of a 1-2-2 right now, fronting J.C. Walker at the high post.
Ooh, little Euro step in and out for Betts. And another second chance effort, and more free throws coming for the Lions.
Coach Preston's fears are coming true here tonight with Lions on the boards.
Well, you know, they were doomed from the start with the foul trouble on Cam Chance. I mean, he's going to be their strongest rebounder along with McKinney. He's not getting any rebounds over there on the bench.
Definitely hard to do from the Pine.
You know, and something unique here at the Atwood that you don't see much anymore in high school gyms is that bench is the first row of the stand. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's really close confines over there everywhere here at the Atwood.
Yeah, there's no opportunity for chair seating for the teams in here.
McKinney tried to work off a pick, instead refused it and shot a three, no good. Offensive rebound now for Clyde, but it's stolen away. Here comes Horace Betts, weaving his way through and losing it on the way up. McKinney comes up with it. So a 17-point Lions lead here in the third period. McKinney into the lane, a little right hook, no good. Rebounded by Dunn. Could have gone back up, but instead kicks it out. McKinney three balls well short into the hands of Betts. Pushes it up ahead to Barber. Barber up against McKinney, can't get it to go, but Walker right there to finish. Nope, missed it, but second chance finish. So Walker's got a few rebounds, I think, tonight.
Yeah, I would imagine he's got to be in double-digit rebounds at this point.
He's got 9 points, and Coach Preston has seen enough. As we get a look at some of the patrons from Clyde. Looking not too enthused.
Yeah, I don't. At this point tonight, the Lions' pressure and rebounding is just providing too much for Clyde at this.
It seemed, you know, off the start that they were going to be able to hang around, but it is no surprise. Lions just too deep and too strong. Clyde, though, you know, has a chance to continue to get better throughout the season.
Absolutely.
And McKinney and Chance just juniors. They're going to come back for a senior campaign. Yep. But as we get a look at Ben Rockefeller and let me see Rockefeller. God, I can't remember the kid's name. From
Lions.
Graduated a couple years ago.
Yep.
So you see a lot of that here. I saw Cam's brother Derek in the crowd.
Yeah,
and David Weaver I saw here.
Alums always come back for this game, no matter whether it's here or in Clyde-Savannah.
Talked to Tootie Smith before the game. Of course, he was pretty bummed out that he wasn't going to be able to participate because of that foot issue. Said his brother left to go back to school Monday.
So
after a nice Christmas break. I miss those Christmas breaks back in college.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing like them.
I feel like they're longer than they ever have been.
Yeah, I haven't had a break that long since I graduated from Syracuse. Just a grind.
No doubt.
McKinney for three. No. Tanner Brown pulls down the rebound and should have whipped that pass in there if you're going to throw it. We got another foul.
Yeah, Clyde's basically a one-man option right now with Jay McKinney on the floor and Cam Chance on the bench.
It's a third foul on Benji Kemp. With 3:20 to go here in the third period. Way up top to McKinney. Oh, Petty went for the steal. Now McKinney in the lane, kicks it out. Three ball on the way and way too strong.
Yeah, Burks with the foul. One of the few second chance points for Clyde-Savannah with the offensive rebound there.
So they'll inbound underneath their own basket. There's not much room along the baseline here at the Atwood either. Ooh, that's a foul. No call. McKinney, though, straight to the hole and way too strong with the finger roll. And he comes up a little lame now up ahead on Derek Burke. So Burke's on the board. And it's the biggest lead of the game at 21 and another turnover. Or nope, they're saying foul. And Coach Schott can't believe it.
Yeah, he thought
he's stunned.
Yeah, he was fired up. He thought they had the ball. Coach Pritchard's trying to hold Coach Schott back a little bit over there. I don't think he liked that at all. Always coaching, coaching, no matter how big or little the lead is, or he's very intense. You gotta love it.
2:45 in the third, 49-28, as Jaden McKinney rises, fires, and gets the kiss.
He's called off the screens the past couple of times in favor of his own drive to the basket. Got that one.
17 points for McKinney. 3-ball from the corner from Nate Henry's no good. Excuse me, that's Jarrell Petty. Put back doesn't go. And we have another foul. And finally, it looks like Cam Chance is getting up off the bench. Check back in the game.
At this point, you might as well. And we got.
I think he only has the 3 fouls, right? That was
yeah, I believe so.
I'm surprised to see him.
I think Maddox just fouled out. Yep, he did.
There's a quick 5.
So now they're down to 6 guys.
Yeah, maybe that there is something to be said about that. When you have 6 guys, you can't hold a proper practice.
No, not at all.
Benji having a big third period here with 8 points in the third, 11 on the game, and he knocks down his 4th straight free throw. And it leads back to 21. That's been the biggest lead of the night. Here comes Cam Chance, and he finishes.
And that's going to be 4 on Kemp.
And heads to the line, and you're right, that's 4 on Benji. So a lot of fouls being called. I mean, small court, big athletes. There's not a lot of room to maneuver out there.
And Cam goes downhill from the go. Once he gets the ball, inbounds it, he's 4 dribbles, he's at the basket. And, at this point, he has to be ultra aggressive to any chance of them to get back in this game.
Well, they didn't count the basket. If we get a look at the replay, I mean, this was definitely an and one.
Yep, he was just focused on the block. Referee wasn't even looking at the basket.
So they didn't count, or they did count that.
Yeah, they did.
It's down to 19. Leads down to 19. So not out of the question here, although you don't want to be missing free throws like that. 9 points for Cam in limited action tonight. Petty baseline rises and misses a layup, but J.C. Walker is there for the garbage.
It's just tough for Clyde right now. They're such a disadvantage down low.
11 points for the freshman. Cam Chance kicks it over. D'Amato 3-ball is out into the hands of Barber, and another whistle. This time it's going to be Steve Dunn, his second. 1:44 to go here, third period. Remind you to stop by Connie's Diner in Waterloo if you want to see what is Walker with a nice dish down, but we got steps on Burks. But full menu at connieswaterloo.com if you want to check out what you might want to order before you get there. They got a bunch of specials there as well. It's iconic and delicious. Oh, there's a nice finish from D'Amato.
And when Lions are at their best, they're getting the ball to Walker on the foul line, or getting it inside and looking for the 3 on the outside, or just the opportunities they'll have inside.
D'Amato got his hand in there. McKinney couldn't save it. And we got a timeout, Lions. 53-34 with 1:13 to go, third period. 19-point lead. And there is former Lions head coach Zach Young, current Weedsport athletic director Zach Young.
It's been a quiet night at Weedsport. He got out a little early and was able to come over and join us here.
Well, that was got some great memories of following those Lions teams that Zach coached.
Absolutely. Great run there in 15 with Tippy Hunter. And the
best,
rest of that
all
crew.
the way to Glens Falls. We were there.
Yeah, what an amazing run that was for those guys.
Get a look at the upcoming schedules for both teams. Should be smooth rolling for Lions with Marion, although Sodus is, you never know what you're going to get with Sodus.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play.
Williamson, and then at East Rochester could be a test. Clyde-Savannah hosts Rochester Academy, and then at North Rose Wolcott and Quentin Norris after that, as Connor Bashan a little short on the 3-ball.
going to have to work with him on that.
Who's a better shooter, Connor or Hunter, Bastian?
I'm going to say Connor is.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to say Connor is. Hunter did well, but I'm going to say Connor.
Now Cam Chance into the lane and another foul, and that might be, I know that's, we'll see if they get Walker or Burke.
I think they got JC on that one.
So that's 2 fouls on Walker, and now Cam Chance to the free throw line, where he is 3 of 5 on the evening for a 6. Wilson Press and Mail House, printing, mailing, flyers of marketing materials. Check them out online at wpress.com. And the It's a Wonderful Run 5K, held annually in December in Seneca Falls. One of the best, most unique 5K races around is theirs. Jarrell Petty putting it back up and in for his first points of the game here with 36 seconds left in the third.
Again, he got it into Walker, and he foul line jumper. Another second chance opportunity for Lions with the offensive rebound.
Lead back to 19 here. 22 left in the quarter as Cam Chance misses a jumper, and it's pulled down by Burks. And now J.C. Walker, the freshman, is blocked by McKinney, and wow, looked like ball to me. A little bit out of control there. More free throws coming. It's the first foul on McKinney. That's kind of crazy. He's been out there the whole time. There's been fouls everywhere. Walker, well short after making his last 3.
And JC hasn't shown many signs of having a little bit of the cold, not feeling too great the last couple of days.
Knocks the second one down. 12 seconds to go, third period. Cam Chance, the Lions takes off the pressure. 6 seconds on the clock. Down to 4. Three-pointer on the way, and off the back iron, rebounded by Connor Bastian, and that'll do it for the third period of play. So with 1 quarter remaining here at the Atwood, it's been all Lions. Your score, Lions 56, Golden Eagles 36, 20-point lead. You're watching Wayne County basketball, the Route 31 rivalry here on FingerLakes1.com.
Generations Bank is celebrating 150 years of serving and supporting our hometowns. Visit mygenbank.com for the best choices in checking, savings, home equities, mortgages, and much more. Generations has been the Finger Lakes Bank since 1870. Generations Bank, member FDIC.
DiSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DiSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. DiSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DiSanto Propane.
Welcome back, everybody. Jim Sinicropi, Rhett Ticconi courtside here at the Atwood Gymnasium. Images being provided by cameraman Jeremy Hunt. Tonight's broadcast produced by Jason Hunt. Tomorrow night, we'll have the crew at Newark High School. We'll go a little further down Route 31 as the Geneva Panthers come to town for Friday night Finger Lakes East basketball. Here it's been all Lions in the second half. They lead by 20. Benji Kemp out for an elbow jumper from J.C. Walker. Comes up short, rebounded by McKinney.
In that third quarter, Jim, Lions really focused on going inside to Kemp and Walker as opposed to selling for the three-pointers.
McKinney turns and hits the turnaround. Nice move by McKinney. He now has 19 points to lead all scorers in the ball game. Mentioned we saw Tyler Reynolds from Wayne along with Nate McKenna. They played Waterloo on Tuesday night. They were down 20 to Waterloo in the third quarter. They switched from their trademark zone to man and ended up pulling away and winning, I think, by 7 or 8 points. Is that bad company, Benji Kemp, for 3?
Benji Kemp with the 3 ball. Yeah, Wayne's had a couple crazy games the last week or so, and they were up 20 at one point against Hornell, weren't they? And I think they lost that one
was
with the buzzer.
Penfield.
Penfield? Okay.
Which, not too bad. Penfield, a Class A1 school,
Right.
I think. Other than only loss of the year, I mean, really impressed and surprised by Wayne's start. They lost Billy Thompson, Logan Blankenberg, Holgado, Carmichael. Who am I missing?
And you're talking about guys that have played together for 4 or 5 years.
Won 2 sectional titles in Class A2.
Yeah. And they're still rolling along.
Definitely impressive. Chance goes 1 for 2 from the line. He's got 12 points. Won't be long before we have to choose our Cicino's Pizzeria player of the game. See who's going to join us here on the Little John Orthodontic Smiles with Style post-game show after the conclusion.
Third quarter, Benji Kemp made his case. First half, Amir James.
Yeah, I would say it's nice finish there at the rim by Amir James. And yeah, James is impressive. Small in stature, but super quick and strong.
Very athletic, great defender.
So Amir James, first points of the second quarter, he now has 14. So if you ask me right now, it's a 3-way race as James makes the 3-point play complete. 3-way race for the Cicino's player of the game between Kemp, Walker, who has 12, and Amir James. Of course, Walker, when we were here for the ER game, won that honor.
Yeah, he put on a show that game.
And it's coming out party. Rattray over to Dunn. Floater down.
And the thing with Walker, his potential is unlimited. He's still growing, 9th grader.
Now there's a senior on the block. Kemp. Oh, he's fouled. Nice strong take. And that's what you got to see more from Lions in the half court. If they're going to isolate Benji against they're only going to put one defender on him on the block.
Absolutely.
You got to feed him.
Yeah, they have a mismatch against pretty much everybody they play inside. And I know Coach Schott really tries to get them to focus on getting those guys the ball. Whether it's getting them the ball and they kick it back out, or get them the ball for easy layups, they've got to continue to do that.
As we get a look at Dunn's floater finish. And Benji 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 16 points for Kemp. 5:25 to go. All Lions at the Atwood.
They backed off the press, but they're still in a pretty aggressive man-to-man.
Now Chance pulls up, elbow jumper, off the mark. Way up for the rebounds, Amir James. Pushing it up court. Going straight to the basket. Euro step, hangs and finds Von Derek Burke, who lays it up and in.
Gets the rebound, goes full court, and has a great assist at the end.
Amir James is fun to watch play.
He is, and he's having a really great game tonight.
And we got a Clyde timeout. Mind you, you can become a supporter of our mission here at Finger Lakes One by becoming a patron at www.patreon.com. And there is current East High girls basketball coach, longtime Clyde-Savannah boys head coach, Tim Jackson in the Atwood.
And the last time he was coach at Clyde-Savannah, they had a couple great games that year between these two teams.
Unbelievable.
Lions took the first one, I believe.
Right here in the Atwood on January 13th, 2018, Lions won 87-82. The first time Justice Smith ever beat Clyde. He had a triple-double that game with 36 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds, much to the chagrin of Coach Jackson.
But
and
they
then
got him.
They met again on February 8th, 2018. And with the league title on the line, there was a gas leak.
Yep.
Delayed the game
we called
about
that
an hour.
game, and Marcus Chance just went bananas from three-point range.
8 3-pointers. I think 6 of them were in the first half. He had 31 points as Clyde won 83-71. And the other interesting fact about that year, those two meetings in 2018, they both resulted in court stormings.
Yes, they did. And I think Marcus's three-pointers, most of them were hit from inside the stands. They were so far out.
Those were two fantastic teams. And
those were great games.
Last year, not so much It was on January 3rd. They met last season. Lions won 85-43 in Clyde. And then on February 8th, they were back here in the Atwood, and Lions won that game, Rhett, 118-64.
Yeah, those two games 2 years ago were what I remember is the type of rivalry games that we've had over the years here.
118-64. Cam Chance had 33 for Clyde, more than half of their points. Justice Smith had 34 points. David Weaver had 20. Justin Smith had 17. And a 118-64 here in the Atwood. As Benji Kemp checks out, looks like his evening might be done.
Yeah,
big second half for Bad Company Benji.
He untucked the jersey. I think he's done for the night.
Is Nate Henry checking back in. As Cam has been struggling a bit from the free throw line tonight.
Clyde's struggling a little bit, but I think with a couple of the kids that we saw on the JV team that they have coming up next year, and Chance and McKinney still being on the team, I think they're gonna get back to where they were as well. And
would that make Chance's 6 for 11 from the line, and we have another foul. This one will be on D'Amato. Third. So just one player on the bench available to Coach Preston at this point. If we're going to have another foul out. Jatez Barber, too strong.
What's your take on the new rule where they don't have a problem with them rolling up their shorts? Everybody does it, it seems like now.
You know what? It doesn't bother me at all. It really doesn't. Burke lays it up and in.
Drives me nuts.
I mean, I don't like the look, but, you know, I'm also 47 years old. You know, when I was in high school, I used to like to wear boxer shorts underneath the shorts, you know, so we had shorter shorts back then.
Yeah.
And, you know, you'd wear the boxers underneath it. I mean, that had to look ridiculous. Not during a basketball game, but just in general, you know, or maybe a pickup game.
Well, I don't mind it a couple times if they're a little too long, but some of these guys just go to the extreme.
Also used to roll the jeans.
That might be back in, though. I think I've seen that a few times.
Yeah, you're right. As Cam Chance must have heard me when I was commenting on his free throw shooting. He's made 3 in a row since. He's 4 of 6 from on just the fourth quarter.
He's still playing hard. You got to love that.
Henry hangs and finishes. Burks can't get the offensive rebound put back to go, and here comes Cam Chance the other way. It's a 4-on-2. He pulls up and misses, and there is another rebound by Von Derek Burks. Amir James. Whoa, easy there. Easy there, Amir.
Almost scary there.
Jatez Barber gets it over to Horace Betts. 3:30 to go in the ball game. 67-44, and just lost it out of bounds.
And up till that point, you know, Horace Betts has been very composed and leading the team. You know, Tootie handles the ball quite a bit in Lions' offense when he's in the game. Horace has done a nice job stepping in and running the show for them tonight.
McKinney into the lane. Up and over the defense. Can't get to go. Gets his own rebound and up and over the front of the rim and in. And we have another foul called. A lot of fouls tonight.
Yeah, this last quarter is getting a little sloppy here.
21 points on the night for McKinney. He has a chance to make it 22. And he doesn't. Rebounded by Betts. Up ahead to Nate Henry, who lays it up and in for his 4th point. 2 inside 3 minutes now. That go in.
Another basket for McKinney.
Yeah, and now way up ahead, cherry picking. I mean, what the heck is Barber doing down there?
Cherry picking. He's getting a couple buckets.
So Barber now has 8 points, and McKinney has 23 points. McKinney looking for more. How about a 3-ball? No. Off the top of the backboard and out of bounds, and wholesale substitutions coming in for Lions. Jarrell Petty, James Gravino, a senior along with Benji Kemp. Who else do we see out there?
Connor Bastion.
Trent Donnelly. Connor Bastion back into the ball game. And there's a steal and a bucket for Steve Dunn, who's now up to 9 points on the game.
And here's a chance for Clyde to get a few points back. They don't have an option to have wholesale substitutions.
It's also an opportunity for Lions fans to get some of their, they love it when the reserves score a bucket. Might hear an eruption here at the Atwood. McKinney, no. Wow, no box out there as he gets his own rebound. And what do you know? Free throws coming.
And credit to McKinney and Cam Chance. They're still playing at 110% right now. And Coach Preston wouldn't allow any quit in this team, so it's good to see them still going after it.
So who do you think about the Chichino's player of the game is McKinney. Knocks down another free throw. He's leading all scorers with 24 points.
I like Amir James tonight. His defensive pressure up at the front of their press.
15 points for James. Benji Kemp has 16. Is a miss. Back to McKinney. Yeah, let's go with Amir. I was hoping, I got a soft spot for Benji Kemp, being the senior too, but I think I'd love to talk to Amir James, and I think he really did set the tone. Spin and blocked out of bounds by McKinney.
A little out of control there.
As Jarrell Petty went up for it, and let's make it official. We're looking for him, and behind the ref, there he is.
There he is, Amir James.
Amir James, we'll be talking to him on our post-game show, hopefully. Coach Schott allows. And with 1:37 to go, the lead still at 20. Is Donnelly hands off for Petty. Petty to Bastion. Let it go. Shoot it. Shoot it. Donnelly, shoot it. Back up top to Bastion. Come on, guys. 10 to shoot. Let's go. And Petty leaves it for Burke. It's blocked by McKinney. Here comes Rattray. Back to McKinney. Rattray for three. No. Battle for the rebound. It's Burks. Behind the back and turned over. Now up ahead to Cam Chance, who rams it down with the slammer dammer.
There we go.
Wow, man, he got up quick. Another steal. Chance baseline is blocked by Petty, so with 34 seconds left, we got more free throws coming. So nice dunk. Let's take a look. Burke tried to go behind the back, and Rattray with a nice pass. And then, man, Cam is not tall. I mean, that's some nice.
He's an athlete all the way.
Some nice elevation.
Yeah, he can get up.
And another free throw for Cam. He's now made 4 straight, making a living from the free throw line tonight.
You know, and I know we talked about that game 2 years ago in Clyde with his brother and the 8 3-pointers, but remember, as a freshman that year in that game, Cam had a very good game, great on the boards. He held some of the big guys from Lyons in check. And
he was up as an 8th grader, too, on varsity. So it's just a junior, and we got a lot more Cam Chance to enjoy over the next couple of years. As baseline drive, Derek Burke is blocked by McKinney. And with 14 seconds left in a 16-point lead, here comes McKinney. We're inside 10 seconds. Behind the back, McKinney. Euro step and can't get it to go, but Cam Chance is there. He's having a huge fourth quarter, Rhett. And that'll do it.
Feasting on some substitution by the Lions.
So your final score from Lions is they took it off the clock already, but we can see it on our screen. The Lions with a win to stay undefeated in Wayne County, 71-57. When we come back, it's Little John with the Max Smiles from the Staff Post Game Show on FingerLakes1.com.
Help FingerLakes1.com bring you more great live local sports coverage by becoming a supporter at patreon.com/FL1. Generations Bank is celebrating 150 years of serving and supporting our hometowns. Visit mygenbank.com for the best choices in checking, savings, home equities, mortgages, and much more. Generations has been the Finger Lakes Bank since 1870. Generations Bank, member FDIC.
DiSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DiSanto Propane.
All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
And welcome back, everybody, inside the Atwood Gymnasium here in Lyons, where your final score once again, Lions 71, Clyde-Savannah 57. Lions improves to 9-1 in the year, 6-0 in Wayne County. Clyde drops to 5-4 and 2-4. And it's time for the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style post-game show. Rhett and Ticconi and I glad to be joined here in the broadcast booth with our Cicino's Pizzeria player of the game, Amir James, Jr. Amir finished with 15 points, including several spectacular hanging in the air, little dipsy-do finishes at the rim. I mean, that's become your trademark, right?
Yeah, I've been practicing, always been practice.
And you've also been able to step out and bury some threes. I think you had, you had 2 threes in the first half, 12 first half points when the game was still kind of close, 3 in the second half, but definitely fun to watch play. And without Justin Smith, Tootie out with a foot injury, you guys talk about everybody stepping up.
Yep.
Big game.
Next man up.
Next man up.
Yeah, absolutely, and really love seeing you over the last few years to grow as a player and add more things to your game. I know when you first were on varsity, a lot about defense, and you had obviously with Justice and those guys, but really focused on improving your jump shot, and now you can get inside, you can shoot it outside. What do you think has that been your focus over the last year to really work on that jumper too?
Yeah, really my mid-range, because everybody's bigger than me in the middle, so I got to do something to get it over.
Right. No, exactly. You're doing a great job too. Pressure on the front of the press. That's your spot.
Yeah, defense wins games.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. You guys keep the pressure on all the teams you guys play against. Love watching that.
So, we've been following Lions here at Finger Lakes 1 back in the days of Damon Hunter and those great teams. And I just can remember for several years Coach Zach Young telling us, man, you got to wait for this group that gets up. Started with Justice, the past couple of years, but now this current group, you're just so deep. You've played together for so long. Everybody from Benji is a senior down to J.C. Walker is a freshman. Talk about just playing with these guys that you've played with for so long. Finally being up here on varsity together.
It's actually good because Ben, sometimes if we're not playing at the school, he'll help me. If we're at his house, we'll go to the gym and then shoot. And that's how it all starts.
Yeah. Now you guys, a lot of you play with Coach Preston in the summer, right, in AAU?
Yep.
So he knows the personnel of you guys, but last couple of years, Clyde down a little bit. Is the rivalry still what it used to be, or you guys just kind of?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think.
Is it because you're friends with these guys, or it's just because Clyde's been a little down the past couple of years?
A little down. They lost most of their athletes.
Well, not all their athletes.
Most
Man,
of them.
Cam and Jaden, those kids are pretty athletic, huh? I mean, you wouldn't want to run up against Cam in the dark alley.
Yeah, I played with Cam in AAU, too.
Yeah.
He was on our team.
Yeah, I'd like him on my team, too. But yeah, great start to the season. That one lone loss coming to a tough North Star Christian team. What are your goals for the rest of the season here? What makes this a successful season for you guys?
We got to improve on defense and work on shots.
Sectional title, is that on your radar?
we're going to go for another one.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it's all about here at Lions, right? Getting those sectional titles. I think, what is it, Rhett? 19,
I believe.
Second in all, Section 5.
Yep.
Looking for maybe number 20 this year. So, good luck, Amir. Congratulations. I got your free large cheese pizza here from Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant in Waterloo and Geneva. Enjoy it. And, I guess we'll let you get back with your team and Rhett and I wrap it up. So, congratulations, buddy. Good game.
Nice work, bud.
So, our Cicino's player of the game, Amir James, wasn't the leading scorer, Rep, but probably one of the most fun guys to watch on the court tonight.
Absolutely.
So quick. And
yeah, I mean, his defense starts everything, like he said, and, for his size, he really gets in there and rebounds as well. So, I mean, steals, rebounds.
Passes, shoots a three, really versatile.
Very, very much so, and his game has come a long way in the last few years, and it's really nice to see him being a major contributor to this team. So
I'll run down the scoring real quick. For Clyde-Savannah, it was Jaden McKinney leading all scorers with 24. Cam Chance with 21, 14 of those coming in the second half. As a matter of fact, he shot a lot of free throws. I just got to give you his free throw numbers. He made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 free throws and only missed 4. And at the time I commented on his free throw shooting, he was at about 500, and he proceeded to make his next 5. So 21 points for Cam Chance and limited action in the first half with the foul trouble. Steve Dunn with 9, Colin Maddox with 2, Andrew D'Amato with 2. For the Lions, it was Benji Bad Company Kemp leading the way with 16. Amir James with 15. Freshman J.C. Walker with 12. Jatez Barber and Horace Betts with 8 apiece. 6 points for Von Derek Burks, the junior. These guys are all juniors, it seems, actually.
One senior.
Nate Henry, another junior, with 4 points. And Jarrell Petty, another junior, with 2 points. So, again, your final score, 71-57. Always fun coming to the
Absolutely.
Atwood.
Yeah, it's tough, though. It was unfortunate that Cam Chance picked up 2 fouls within the first minute and a half of the game. That definitely changed the dynamic. Jaden McKinney was basically a one-man show in the first half, but they're just not deep enough to compete with a team like Lions, who brings 10 guys to the table that can all play.
Yeah, it's shocking to see the numbers so down in Clyde, where they got 2 kids on the bench. But I think they got the talent to make a postseason run.
Sure.
Lions certainly, like we talked before, a favorite for sectionals. So a lot of good basketball to come up here in Wayne County over the next month or so before we hit sectionals.
Absolutely.
And Lions goes for that 20th sectional title.
Three-peat. They're looking for the three-peat.
Yep, and like I said, they got to be favorites. Just looking at Class C2, not shoo-ins, but favorites.
No, by no means are they. But I think they would be the favorites at this point. Especially you get a healthy Justin Smith back. That changes a lot of things as well. I mean, he definitely is a dominant force, and one that Lions, I know Coach Schott likes having around.
Yeah, certainly. Hopefully he'll be available again soon.
Another junior.
Yeah. So this team's going to be back again next year, and they should be strong. But, business as usual here at Lions. So, reminder again, tomorrow night we will be live in Newark High School as Geneva takes on Newark. Paul Russo and Nick Felice will have the call for you on that one on FingerLakes1.com beginning at 7:25 p.m. And, once again, your final score here, Lions 71 and Clyde 57. I'm Jim Sinicropi for my broadcast partner, Rhett Ticconi, for our cameraman, Jeremy Hunt, and our producer for tonight's broadcast, Jason Hunt. Glad you could be with us here for high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com. Have a great evening. We'll see you next time.